Documents apparently show Hunter Biden's signature on the Delaware computer repair shop receipt. It's really his computer. I mean, the Democrats are trying to say, oh, you know what? This is a Russian operation. The Russian disinformation. Well, even if it came from the Russians, that just means they found the computer, right? Or got a hold of it somehow, got it to somebody else. Doesn't mean it's not true. A Russian operation? Plus, our intelligence people say, no, it's not some kind of Russian operation. It's not Russian disinformation. There's no evidence of that. You know what it is? Sheer butt stupidity. That's what it is. It's Hunter Biden who took his computer to a repair shop, signed for it and everything. It's his computer. And then left it there. Never came back for it. I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah,
the guy's just a screw up,
he
right?
Is. He is the screw up.
Bless his heart.
Family.
He's a screw up. He's got some issues. We all do, but his issues are fairly prominent right now and visible to all. And he happens to be the son of a political candidate, so it's relevant. It's all relevant. So these documents acquired by Fox appear to show Hunter Biden's signature on an $85 receipt for repair of laptops. What kind of shop was this? Where do you get computer repair for $85?
I was thinking that too.
Whoa, you got a great. Is this a special Biden deal? I've never gone into a computer store for under $100 or $200 or $300.
Yeah, how much is the Geek Squad over at Best Buy charge you to look at?
It's a fortune. It's like, okay, you know what? I'll just buy a new computer. Forget it. That's usually how expensive it is. It's like, well, you spent $1,200. Yeah, okay, it's worth about $800. What do you mean spent $1,200 on the repair? No, thank you.
Yeah, and he is such a screw up. How do you not even? First of all,
how do you not go back for it?
How do you, when you're involved in this kind of stuff? How are you going to a computer shop to begin with?
Right.
Instead of you're just destroying it with a hammer in your backyard. Right?
Yes.
And then you're moving on.
Yes.
It's time for a new computer.
Yeah, if you got all this stuff on it.
Yeah, and then
come on.
Second of all, you're going back. You're going back for it, right? If you go, man, I was so drunk when I dropped off my computer.
Back. He must have been on drugs when he dropped it off, or who knows when.
He is the screw up of the family.
Somewhere along the line, I guess he just forgot it forever.
That'll happen when you're, smoking on that pipe like he was.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. It wasn't a crack pipe. It was a meth pipe. Wasn't that what we heard at one point?
Correction.
Right, correction. That was not. Stop it. This is a urban legend that was a crack pipe. It was a meth pipe, you morons. Now, supposedly that was a Snopes correction or something. I don't know. I think somebody was just.
Was that Babylon B did that? Or
maybe
something?
it was a Babylon B.
I
don't know.
Jeffy came in here.
So great. Apparently, it hasn't been absolutely verified that the signature is actually Biden's. FBI paperwork also shows that shop owner John Paul Mac Isaac. Why does the guy have 4 names? What's that about?
Right.
John Paul Mac Isaac.
Yeah,
that's a waste.
Selfish.
That's a waste.
Save some names.
Yeah, right?
For the rest of us out here.
He takes 2 middle names, so someone else is without one. I don't think that's right. I don't think it's like Glenn Edward Lee Beck. It's wrong. It's wrong.
Uh-huh.
First of all, the 2 N's in the first name.
Right.
Totally wasteful. And then you got 2 middle names? No. Now somebody else is without one. Thanks.
Huh.
Anyway, John Paul Mac Isaac received a subpoena to testify before the U.S. District Court in Delaware in December 2019. Last week, the New York Post published a report saying emails obtained from the laptop show Biden allegedly was in on his son's business deals. We know that. House Intel chair Adam Schiff said the smear on Biden comes from the Kremlin. Okay. The smear is from the Kremlin.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what did they do? They planted this computer at the Delaware shop? Yeah, I don't know how that worked. DNI John Radcliffe, the director of national intelligence, John Radcliffe, said the laptop is not Russian disinformation. And Biden's campaign says the Democratic nominee engaged in no wrongdoing. Well, of course they say that. They always say that. Mm-hmm. U.S. authorities investigating if recently published emails are tied to Russian disinformation targeting Biden. This just keeps going. The dealings of Biden's son in Ukraine and China are connected to an ongoing Russian disinformation campaign. Everything that is going wrong for Democrats is Russia. It's the Russians. It's the Russians. The 80s called Democrat Party, and they want their policy back. Okay, yeah. The 80s are pissed off right now about your Russian fear mongering.
Yes.
So ridiculous.
Amazing.
Conservative leading New York Post claimed in a series of articles this week that it obtained smoking gun emails. President Trump and his allies have used the topic. I love this. To smear the Bidens over the past year. CNN. I mean, the spin on their articles, unbelievable.
I know we might get into it later, but as of last night, I'm trying to get this to work right now. But New York Post still not allowed to tweet on their Twitter account until they take down their Hunter Biden.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, they still
Jack came out and said, whoa, that was just some algorithm problem.
Yeah.
We didn't mean to take that down. We didn't mean to flag them. We didn't mean to remove that link. So, in fact, they did, and they still are.
They haven't posted anything since October 14th.
Gosh,
and
that is
normally
unbelievable.
The New York Post posts the stuff multiple times a day.
Wow.
So, but anyway, we got some fun stories on how that went down, and how Facebook and Twitter are tied very closely to the Biden campaign.
No kidding. So maybe this explains why Twitter, Facebook, all these socials were so quick to suppress the Hunter Biden revelations. The moment the New York Post reported on some of these sleazy dealings with Hunter Biden, Twitter and Facebook went into overdrive to suppress the information. And as Keith just mentioned, they're still doing it. They're still suppressing the information to protect Joe Biden. In the case of Facebook, though, maybe one of those protectors was, in fact, protecting herself. The person currently in charge of Facebook's election integrity program.
Oh, okay. That's good.
It's an oxymoron. Facebook's election integrity program is Anna Makanju. The name probably doesn't mean anything to you, but it does mean something to Joe Biden because Anna Makanju is formerly Biden's senior policy advisor for Ukraine.
For who?
For you. Wow. His senior policy advisor for Ukraine. Huh.
That sounds like a preemptive job right there. Like, look, we got to have somebody on the front lines of social media. If stuff comes out against Biden on Ukraine,
sure does.
You need to be in place for when this happens. And ta-da!
That is crazy. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, right? I would have never. I mean, the effort here is so complete. You just have to stand back and look at the genius sometimes and think, wow, these guys have really thought this out.
Yeah.
I mean, every aspect of it has been carefully planned and orchestrated and covered up. And then they have contingencies for if anything goes wrong. Like this, it seems, allegedly, in my opinion. And Keith's, obviously. Jeez.
Yep, and it doesn't stop there. We've got more.
No, it doesn't. More social media backlash. Resurrected over Biden's transition team ties. Let's see. Who else do they have on the inside? Twitter's suppression of Hunter Biden's revelations also came days after the company's director of public policy, Carlos Monge, reportedly left his post to work for the Biden transition team.
I'm sorry, what was that again? You're gonna now we're going
we're going the other way.
We're flipping it.
Yeah. So he was with Twitter, then he left Twitter to go to work for the Biden transition team.
And he probably doesn't have any like coworkers that he used to be chums with, that he's still in contact with. Hey, could you do me a solid over there?
No, I'm sure that's not the.
See if my passcode still works to get you into the mainframe.
The move, there's also fresh criticism on social media over the Biden transition team's hiring of top Facebook exec Jessica Hertz, which reportedly came days after the 2020 Democrats campaign penned a letter to the social media giant urging them to censor President Trump's posts.
Well, then. There's a lot going on there behind the scenes between the campaign and the social medias.
How do they get away with this? With all of this stuff, how do they get away with it? And we know about it. And they just keep doing it. They just keep doing it. Some Twitter users accuse the Biden campaign of not even trying to hide it at all. Yeah, they don't care anymore. They don't care. I really think that they're so enmeshed now that they've gone so far down the road that they don't need to hide it anymore.